Lagos's Hot FM.
We did tell you that we have an amazing guest coming through on the show. And today we have the Maven superstar, Boyspyce.
That's right.
Give us some energy. I knew from when you dropped the cover to the Essence song, that was in 2021. And then 2022, you got signed into Maven, and it's less than a year. But how do you feel? How does your journey feel for you so far?
It's just been, amazing. It took a lot of hard work and patience, and trust, because even before I did the cover, I was in the academy. I didn't have a contract, but I was just in the academy, just recording. So,
are you usually this calm?
Sometimes there are different versions.
We don't want the calm version today.
I know, right?
We don't want to. But then you say that you were in the academy for a while.
Yeah, like 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, I started recording in the academy beginning of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. Then
so what exactly do you guys do while you're in the academy? You just hang around and make music?
Not just hang around, though.
I know some sort of training.
It's just record music, find your sound, learn a lot about your own sound, about the industry, about just tips on. It's just like when you're about to write drama, they give you past questions.
Yeah.
Just to make it easier.
You're attending lessons, that kind of thing. Okay, so, I like that.
So is it a case of if you pass, then you eventually get signed? If you fail, they kick you out?
It's more of once you're there, just put in your best.
Prove yourself.
Just put in your best and just make
I like
music.
That. Now
don't think about anything. Just focus on why you're there to make the music.
Okay, and that's all. But then it's not been bad. Then you've had great features, especially the ones in Chapter X. Your EP was a success. But you've done pretty well, in a short time. How do you feel about yourself? Good.
Yeah, I feel wonderful. When I look back, I'm just happy with myself and grateful to God. And I'm looking forward to more things, more greater things. I'm not satisfied. Yes,
That's the energy.
So you feel like you haven't really achieved that dream that you put out in.
I don't think
that. I think it was Dream actually.
The dreams I have,
the EP.
The dreams I have for myself, it is. I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody that can achieve it. I'm just gonna do my best to get as close I can, as close as I can to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think there's only one thing I could actually say to you right now. Pay me loading for where you don't reach. Honestly, I think that's the best. I like that. When you eventually achieve it, I want to be here and I want to vibe with you when it happens. All right?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You have a long way to go. When I mean long way, I'm not sure you expected everything to happen in 6-7 months, right?
Yeah.
And I feel you've done pretty well just in a short time.
It's 8 months.
8 months. I feel you've done pretty well. And speaking of the number 8, I don't know. I'm not sure. You guys are 8 signees, right? In Maven. The artists are 8.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So these are all incredible talents. And sometimes I'm wondering, does that come with some sort of pressure, maybe having to prove yourself, at some point, or you guys have to record the song and then you listen to this person's verse, no, I have to come through. Does that ever?
If that doesn't happen, then you're not a serious artist.
So,
that's just it.
So there's pressure.
It's good pressure. Put in your best. But sometimes you get lost and you don't even know you're lacking until when you see somebody else who's putting in the fire, then you have to remind yourself that, I need to work hard too.
Do you guys learn from each other though?
Do they what?
Do you learn from each other?
Of course. Everybody learns from each other.
Who do you learn from the most?
One person I learn a lot from is Cray. I love his energy. I love the way he relates. Even before the music happens, he tries to make the atmosphere look very friendly and very calm. So when you're recording the music, it's more like we're having fun. It's not like, we're here to make songs.
Just vibing.
And that is very, very, it's very, very key.
Okay. So who would you say you're closest to?
Cray. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I kind of saw that coming though, quite frankly. I feel like your chemistry would definitely work.
Yeah.
How do you see it? You see it in their music?
Yeah, the music. You could tell a lot about someone just by listening to the music. And when I listen to Cray and I listen to yourself, I could tell there's a symmetry in it.
Interesting. I never knew you could do that.
Look at you, now you know.
But let's talk about your new single, Folake. You dropped this how many days ago?
2 weeks now.
2 weeks. How's the reception been like?
It's been amazing. Even before I dropped the song, they were anticipating the song. So,
You're excited about it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's currently as of today when I checked, it was number 8 on Apple.
Yeah.
I think it's doing pretty well. Yeah. But other than that, I've seen you push the song so much. I went on your Instagram page today and I was like, okay, interesting. There was this video where you had like a grandpa.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Thank you.
That was really cool. Well done. Because I know your label is pushing, but it's just really nice to see that you love to do what you're doing and you're also carrying your market on your head. So Don Jazzy should take note of that.
How did you pull that research though? How you were able to find like previous songs that also had Folake in it?
I mean, it wasn't even my idea. I was just like, we're having a discussion on the tape, like, okay, this is the new song now, how are we going to go about it? Then somebody made the comment about like, how about you like do a mashup of like songs that have Folake. Then I saw the idea, then I refined it, then I made it into.
You just started searching for Folake online. Whichever one came up, you took it.
Yeah. It was even someone on my team that just said, I just want to see. I don't think I was not really first like interested in the idea first. I was not really like into it.
Yeah.
Then sent me the list of songs and the timestamps of where they said this one. Then my roadie literally had to hold me down like, hey, Spice, do this thing.
And it came out good.
It came out really good.
I actually liked it so much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt nostalgic as well while I was listening to those old songs. Yeah, that have Folake carried it. Good stuff.
What were you saying in the achromatic part?
Automatic, aromatic.
No, put your say it to the right. No, say it slowly.
So it's automatic, aromatic, acrobatic, problematic. Come drive in my formatic, be like magic, diplomatic, cinematic.
I gotta ask.
Wahala.
That's wonderful, though. But I gotta ask, what's the deal with Snap Me Fine Cinema too?
That is I'm from Benin. That's the jazz. That's the jazz that my forefathers did.
Interesting.
Just sprinkle it.
So you just have to add it to every song, just so it's blessed.
But I honestly, I think I mentioned to Uche when we played the song for the first time. I think it was last week. But I like the way you play it with words. Another word. What does hippopotamus mean?
The same way you figured out what if I enter your motor pim means. You figure it out.
I haven't figured it out. So hey, see me.
One day I will sit down and explain all these things. One day.
Why not now?
We have to now. When it gets to 10, I'll explain everything.
You write a book on it. It's so good. I like it.
But then, we're still on Folake.
Yeah.
How do you write your music? Most of your music, do you sort of wait for the beat, or you write the songs and then you have a producer?
It's like there are different ways, and there's not one way. But one thing that is constant is that I don't record my songs immediately. I write them. Like when I write my songs, I sing it to myself. I master it to myself.
Yeah.
Even everybody from my house, say, put on now. Say, my producer that is around, we would have known the song like, Spice, just record this thing. I'll be like, let me just be singing it to myself. Then one day I will just pick okay, I'm ready to record this song.
Is that how Folake came to play?
I wrote Folake. I was singing Folake. I wrote Folake for a month before I recorded it. I was just singing it to myself and everything, Then I went to the studio. I sat down there with the producer to make the beats because I knew what I was going for. All the beat breaks, everything. I sat down there to explain to him the vision I had in my head. So when I was going into the studio to record the song, I already knew what I was going to achieve. So very fast, few hours, I was done with my session.
It begs the question, though: is this something personal for you?
Huh?
I'm quite certain that you probably know Folake in your life. But was the person's name actually Folake?
No, but it's music. I can't put all my.
Was it imaginary? Was there someone?
No, there's somebody, but it's not like, okay, see, this is the thing about Folake. The story about Folake is a girl that everyone is saying she's this, she's that, but actually
You still like her regardless.
she's not what they are saying she is. So I've liked a girl before, and some of my guys will be like, "Oh, this girl, that," and when I like dig in, I get to know her, and ask some questions. I figured out these guys actually saying all these things to me. I've tried to like ask her out before in the past, and she said no, or something like that. So it's more like they couldn't get her, and now they're just trying to say crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just about trying to know somebody first. It's good to listen to like what other people
Has to say
have to say, but try to get to know someone first.
before judging them.
Exactly.
I
Before
like that.
judging.
Good message in the song as well. That's wonderful.
Generally, in the industry right now, who are you feeling? Like, who's the person driving you? Like, oh, this guy, this girl, she's so good.
I don't think there's anybody like really driving me, but I just appreciate some people and their sound. I appreciate Thames.
Okay.
I appreciate Burna Boy.
Okay.
I appreciate Black Bones too.
Black
I
Bones.
feel
Okay.
like Black Bones is very good. So there's just a lot of people. I feel like I'm even missing out on names. There's so many people that I appreciate. There are some people that as an artist, you just listen to their songs and be like, people deal.
I did tell you.
But aside from like maybe an artist, who would you like to? Which of those artists you've mentioned would you like to have and like be on the same track with? Any one of them?
I would say Thames, and I also want to like be on a song with Summer Walker.
Summer Walker.
That's very different. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of EDM in any way?
I love everything. I do everything. Like there's so many songs I have, but I'm just saving them for my album.
Now, speaking of different and everything, correct me if I'm wrong. There was a time you did mention that Billie Eilish was your crush or something.
She's still my crush.
What is it about her that you like?
She is. I love her spirit.
But she don't
like-
scare you.
Spirit.
No.
Which
she
is
scares me.
what's scary about
she
Billie?
scares
She's very beautiful. I love her spirit. She's very playful and jovial.
Playful and jovial.
Yeah, and she is very fine. When she used to wear baggy clothes, people be like, "Oh, Billy's wearing-" I'm like, you guys don't know anything. When she decides to wear feminine clothes, you see. So when she did the Vogue thing and she wore like a dress, like everybody, like the internet was going crazy. I'm like, I expected it. It's Billie Eilish. When I see a beautiful lady, I know. So y'all are late to the party.
I think it's the fact that it's not something that we would expect that makes it interesting for me. Because I'm looking at you, I would never have thought you mentioned Billie Eilish.
What you see is not what you get.
So how about Linda Osifo? What is it about her for you?
Linda is private.
Private. You guys have a thing in real life.
Linda is private. That's all.
No, we're not letting that go. We're not letting that go so easily. But you like Linda Osifo.
Next.
That's the next question. So you like Linda Osifo?
Next.
The fact that he's not even answering this question makes it really funny.
Actually. So far so good. You've mentioned the Thames, you've mentioned Burna Boy, you said something about Billie Eilish, and at some point or the other, these three artists have been nominated or have won a Grammy, right?
Yeah.
So what's your master plan towards a Grammy?
Yeah, I don't want to say anything. I just
Tell
want
me.
to work hard, to get recognized.
So you don't
So
want,
one
you
step
don't
at a
want
time.
Grammy, is that what you're trying to tell me?
I want every single thing and more, but I don't want to like talk about it. I just want to work towards it, and when it happens, it happens.
Okay, so you're more of a working what is being present now and then
Yeah,
live towards that.
it's easier to dream.
Okay.
I like to put in the work, and let me be rewarded for what I've done.
Okay, I like that. So what more are we to expect? Just before I go to another part entirely. What more are we to expect?
More songs, more songs. More singles, and the project this year. I don't know what the project is gonna be, but I'm dropping a project this year.
Okay. Any more controversies maybe?
You mean?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Am I controversial?
I don't know. You tell me.
But would you like to be a controversial artist? Controversial.
I mean, I'm not controversial. It's just that if it's time to talk, I talk. I know they find trouble.
So that's what they always say.
I need to find trouble. Hey, have you seen me look for
Give
trouble?
him a few months.
I don't find trouble.
It will be Boyspyce versus
You
one
find my
artist.
trouble.
Listen, I want to ask a little bit more of a serious question. You have a very unique voice, definitely, but a lot of people have got this concept that a lot of newer artists or the newer generation artists that are out there right now, they sort of have a similar, vocal pattern that is leading them to success. Some people might want to say, hey, listen, I'm kind of going off of Wizkid. How do you feel by other artists also going off of your template?
To be very honest, you can't satisfy everybody firstly. And another thing is that whether you like it or not, it's a music industry. There's always going to be a certain thing that's going on at a particular period of time. The only reason why we'll go back and say, oh, we love songs from the 90s, because there was something that it seems like everybody had a little bit of there was something
unique about it.
Everybody had like something from. So in the next 20 years now, when people want to talk about music from our age, this thing they're saying, oh, it seems everybody have this kind of thing, that is what is going to make us stand out from every other age and time.
Okay.
But now they don't understand it.
Time will tell.
That's just it.
So you're okay with people.
It's just like when people say, oh, you are dressing. Imagine you're living in the 1980s now. You'd be like, okay, why is everybody trying to have a tie and everything they wear and everything? But now in 2023, when you want to talk about how people dress in 1980, what stands out is the corporate type of feel, the vintage type of feel.
True.
All right. Okay, fair enough.
I like it.
We would probably leave space for one color or one texture. So if you have a question for Boyspyce, please send it to 0818-008-9933 or call 0818-242-6591. So I have a couple of questions to ask you. What's a lie you told recently?
A lie I told recently?
Yeah.
Man, just a bit lie. I'd rather not speak.
Guy. What? Yeah.
I can't remember.
You're dulling this.
Tell us about the one you did today. You definitely lied at some point today. So don't lie about you lied.
Today?
Yeah. It just could be anything. I'm not home. Just anything at all.
That guy will shank.
Honestly.
Yeah, that good.
I don't think I've lied today. I'm serious. I don't think I've lied today.
Okay.
Somebody opened up the gates of heaven for Boyspyce.
I don't think
he's just so used to lying that he doesn't even know when he lies anymore.
No, I'm a very blunt person. Like, I would rather not speak. When you ask me something, I said, I would rather not speak.
So you don't want to see, I come to your house, you don't want to see me, and I call you, what you going to say? You don't want to see me?
You said today, so I'm picking on today.
Now he's being all diplomatic.
Next. Food or sex?
Food. Come on.
Food over sex.
All day, every day.
No, I believe this one. I believe this one. I believe this one.
All day, every day.
I believe this one. Because there was a time.
Turkey and oh god.
I think there was a time he tweeted about that.
Okay.
I think I believe that. I think about Ewa going or something.
Oh god. So I'm going on bread. I get bread with soft one when you press it like this.
Interesting.
Moving on swiftly.
Swiftly. Linda Osifo or Erica and Lewidum?
Like how? Is it like if I want to act with someone in a movie?
Pick one and tell us why you're picking the person.
You have to put it in a context.
No,
like,
just pick whatever context is in your head.
I don't pick him. I don't pick in between people. Everybody is unique in their way. So it's going to be an insult to God.
Even your manager is like, guy
is better than the other creation. So next.
So that also means he likes Erica and Lewidum. Okay.
I never said anything.
He's trying to avoid actually saying he likes the other one. That's exactly what he's doing.
No, but I know he's cool with Erica as well.
Two people and you say you like one more.
Well,
I think is that not an insult?
Okay, it's like you like your mom more than you like my mom. You've never met my mom, definitely, but you will like your mom more than you like my mom.
Okay, right? So what if you know two of them?
Exactly.
Well,
same thing.
You
can't like my mom more than you like your mom.
Okay.
And
since both of them,
that's different now.
Since both of them are actresses, right? Who would you like to have an actor scene with, a love scene with in the movie?
A love scene with is not even any of them.
Is who?
If I want to act a love scene, exactly. Billie Eilish.
Get lost.
And Billie Eilish cruising. Like, we should act like the remake of Titanic.
I don't think that's a vibe. I really don't think that's a vibe.
Never say never.
She has a lot of vibes. You know, like, I can see through her. I feel like she's just not trying to put herself out there. But when she begins to unshell,
yeah, when you see
why
her in
not?
a crown,
Why not go for something that is not attainable? Since you're not picking from Erica or Linda, we're gonna move on. We're not talking about Billy. So anyways, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done to make money?
Weirdest thing I've ever done? Probably sell irons. Like when
what type of iron?
Yeah, like when I was in a solo, like, or sometimes I was so broke, you know, I just like go around my street, you know, look for irons and things and everything.
Are you serious? I'm just
then sell them. They see what they call iron condemn. So you sell it to them, you give like 100 naira, 200 naira, just buy Coke or something. I was like, when I was very young.
Yeah. You know? You should write a documentary someday. I think you're interesting. You're a good storyteller, we can tell.
When I don't think I can yet, but when I get to that point, you know, they will ask for it. I won't be the one.
Okay. Backside or front side? Or
what
cheeks?
Does that mean, Sika?
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
I mean, I like both sides because I mean, we're talking about money.
We're not talking about. Let me tell you what we're talking about.
Talking about money?
We're talking
the backside of dollar. I'll take it.
Let me make it easy for you. Cheeks or tits?
I mean, they're all in the face, so I don't know what you mean.
They're not. No. Cheeks is at the back.
Cheeks and tits, right?
No, like beach cheeks.
Boyspyce.
Your cheek is in your face and your tits is in your face.
Or her, her behind. That's exactly what we're talking about. Her
like
buttocks.
I said, it's not
That's
good.
what we're talking about
It's
right
an
now.
insult to God to choose one thing He created over another thing.
But
I'm stressed.
I love the two equally.
Okay, Benson or Ruga? Benson or Ruga? Who would I find on your playlist?
You will find instrumentals, and I'm not even trying to joke. I listen to more of instrumentals.
Where is it that they say in Wavy you shouldn't answer this question?
No. Like I've said this before, like on interviews. Like I don't have songs on my phone.
Okay, but
I have beats.
Prior to becoming famous, you still never had songs on your phone.
I don't see. For me to have a song on my phone, I must feel like I wrote this song. Most times I just listen to a song, I appreciate the song, I move on. But on my phone, you see beats. Like I have thousands of beats on my phone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not picking anyone from Benson or Ruger in a nutshell.
You see, God created two talented people. It's an insult to pick one.
The best song you've listened to your whole life? Maybe something from Wande Cole.
Why are you trying to buy us so CK?
Yeah. Actually, there's a song of Wande Cole that is like my all-time favorite, but I'm trying to be careful because you said like my whole life.
Your whole life, okay.
I'll say Olulu favorite Wande Cole.
I know what I say when I say things.
It's a good
I'll
choice.
say Olulu favorite Wande Cole.
Good choice.
Two more
that
questions.
song has inspired like three of my songs.
Are you serious?
Now I've written.
Okay.
I've not dropped.
Two more questions and we'll call it a day. Mimic or maving? Like someone in the maving, just mimic
I'm
one of
very
you
bad
guys.
at mimics.
Just
mimicking.
yeah,
like I'm the worst. I'm the worst at it.
Do it on Jazzy.
I'm
crayon.
the worst.
Oh, crayon.
See, just
That's
have to
your
Do it on
sort-
Jazzy is the easiest for you to do right now. Just do it
I
on
don't know how
Jazzy.
to mimic.
Yeah, do a Johnny Drill.
I don't even know.
Do crayon since you're closest.
I can
to
imagine
crayon.
it's in my head, but I can't do it.
There has to be something, maybe like an inside thing the person does, even if it's just a sentence or something. Anybody, yeah.
Maybe the way Don Jazzy laughs, like, oh shit.
Okay, that works.
And the very last one, what's the most rebellious thing you ever did as a teenager? The most rebellious thing.
Rebellious. I had to be very, very stubborn to chase my dream because, like, I understand, like, my parents were trying to put me in the safe part, but I knew that this music was what I was gonna do. My dad and my mom, they wanted me to go school in Benin because I come from Edo State, and they're like, oh, it's easier to get in a school when you're from that state, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to write my exam and I'm going to put University of Lagos or LASU, and I'm not going to change it for anybody. And I made them understand that I respect the both of you, but I have dreams and this is going to make it hard for me. So just trust me that I'm making the right decision. So I wrote my jam and I fixed in Lagos.
And you went.
Because I knew that if I had gone to a different state, it will be harder for me, because I mean, here's where you meet all, you have all the connections and everything. You know, even if, like, let's say I go to that school and I get signed and everything, how do I come for shows and everything?
Yeah.
So it just didn't make sense. I had to say no.
And I'm sure, how do they feel about it now? They're like, yay.
Now they're happy I didn't listen to them, because the money that I would have been spending in the school, I mean, by the grace of God, at least I'm sending it back home to them. So I mean, they are happy that I believed in something and I worked towards it, and you know, I didn't like follow bad friends and everything, because they were so scared I was going to do that.
Trying to sell himself as a good man. Woo!
I think he's a good guy, so yeah. Well, I guess that's about it on the show. That's pretty much all the questions that we can ask right now. I wish we could keep you for a little bit longer, but hey, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you
for trying to squeeze out answers for me.
And thank you for not even answering them. But then, guys, you can also follow him on our social networks at
Boyspyce, Boyspyce.
All right, we'll look forward to other projects if you have them come through. And come ready to answer every question. Be ready for the smoke next time.
I'll try.
Lagos's Hot FM.